Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Samantha of Senses of the Soul, and this is my March 2025 Ascension Energies Update. Welcome to my channel, where you discover your soul's journey through chakra archetypes, nature's medicine, and cosmic events. I'm a registered herbalist, contemporary medicine woman, and evolutionary oracle. Thank you for being here with me. March is a big month. We are going into a new timeline. You are going to be rebirthing and going through an incredible DNA upgrade. There's going to be much more awakening in the world this month. We're spiraling up to another level of consciousness. Now, what is a DNA upgrade? We have these once or twice a year since we've started into this ascension process, particularly in the last couple of years. And what happens when we go through a DNA upgrade? DNA is bioluminous, and it's a repository of long-held information and intelligence within us. It's a record of evolution from the beginning of timelessness itself. As our DNA is activated via cosmic coding, we remember. So you're going to remember. You're going to remember who you are more than ever before. You've been working on this since January and February. We've gone through tremendous clearing and cleansing to get to this point. And as you move into this month, you're going to move through certain cosmic gateways that are going to trigger this DNA upgrade. You may already be feeling it as we get here towards the end of February when we have a certain planetary alignment. There's 7 planets that are lining up that are triggering this event. As we have this upgrade, there are forces of our Earth, and as it rotates and spirals, and then the cosmos, it rotates and spirals. We also have those spirals in our DNA, as well as in the spirals of our nervous system. So everything works together. And as we're activated and we attune to cosmic coding, we remember this connection. We remember that we're connected to all that is. And that is exactly what's going to happen as you move through this month. And more, we're learning that we're connected and that we affect each other. We affect our planet, and that what we do to one, we do to everyone. So as evolutionary coding comes through solar events, for example, which we have, and we're in a high solar activity time, so that's triggering as well. And then these other cosmic gateways and forces, we are becoming very sensitive to cosmic light. Basically, we're becoming solar phototropic, okay? That's more so higher in that sense of capability, especially those of you that are really tuned into ascension, right? To what's happening around you and to this sense of growing consciousness that you have. You're really being endampened more, meaning you're growing more and more in this sense of awareness of yourself as we go through these DNA upgrades, and we are being elevated to this higher frequency version, okay, of ourselves that is really divinely orchestrated. As we move into this month, we're going through a DNA 9th and 10th strand upgrade. And so what does that mean? With all of the DNA upgrades, this is about releasing the victim archetype. So more and more we're being released from that old paradigm, from that sense of lack, scarcity, fear. And as we go into the DNA 9th and 10th strands, that is about non-duality. It's about oneness. It's about we are one. It's about resolve, bringing in greater resolve and resilience so that you can continue on your journey. And also there's a sense of the higher mind that comes in so that you can tune into a much higher level of awareness within yourself, and that you are able to see beyond the illusion around you, especially in our crazy world right now, and to really sit in your center and know what's true for you, to know how you want to create your life. Now, if you want to know more about DNA upgrades, I actually have a DNA mini course on my website now that I have created, and I have it free there for you until middle of March. So take a look at the link below in this video. So there's lots more information in there about DNA upgrades. And in particular, though, this is the 9th and 10th strand that we are going to be igniting and activating this month to another level. And with those aspects that I talked about, which are the higher mind, resolve, resilience, we are one, oneness, okay, coming into more sacred union within ourselves. So that will take you to that next level of sovereignty, that next level of being spiritually liberated and awakening. So there'll be a lot more people awakening this month and searching, being seekers for universal truth. And so the theme this month is what really matters, because what we're going to ask ourselves is what does really matter when the world around us seems like it's out of control and doesn't make much sense anymore. Well, the idea is that more and more you find that sovereignty within yourself, and you find that balance, that meaning for you and your life, and create a life that you love. You'll be doing a lot of purifying this month. And as you're purging and clearing, then you're going to also start to recalibrate, which we are doing here as we go through the end of February and into March. And we're going to go through some very specific cosmic dates that are going to support us as we do this. We're really learning to surrender logic and control and live through the heart. So with this DNA 9th and 10th strand, we really have the opportunity to rise above our fear and our ego-based 3D physical reality this month, to drop into something much more meaningful, multidimensional, spiritual, and really seed love and compassion around us, to change the narrative, okay? To take that fear that's out there in the world that's being fed to us and really shift within ourselves to being more loving and compassionate to ourselves and to each other. The age of Aquarius is officially being ushered in during the March equinox this month, and we start the astrological calendar, and it offers us a chance to rebirth out of our predetermined ego karmic fate and instead really move into our divine blueprint, okay, our divine blueprint destiny and soul consciousness. So we're leaving that ego behind in the sense of it's taking a back seat while we move into really living through that heart, listening to the heart, listening to what we want that way, and through soul consciousness being directed by the soul. Now, you can support yourself this month by tapping into a plant spirit ally. I had fuchsia for you in February, and if you worked with fuchsia, you can release that now and thank fuchsia. And we're now moving on to yellow dock. Now, yellow dock is in my oracle deck if you have it. It is a 7th chakra plant ally. It also really assists that DNA 9th and 10th strand to activate and spiral up to the next level. It helps you walk into the unknown and surrender to your unique path and release control. Okay, that's basically what you're going to be working with, and allowing the universe to work through you. That helps you create your life. Okay? You get the support that way. You're not alone. It's that we are one. So yellow dock is a plant that really supports purging and detoxing and assimilating your lessons with wisdom and releasing the past. And that's essentially what you're going to be asked to do as you go through this DNA upgrade this month. I use it in my practice as a blood purifier, as an antioxidant, and also for detoxing. Okay. It purges the lymph system. I use it to purge the blood as well as the liver and the entire digestive system. As you move through this DNA upgrade, any emotions that you still have lingering, because you were working with deep emotions in January and February, anything that's lingering in that subconscious and day to day is going to need to be purged out. And cosmic events will help with that, but also you may need to do some extra purging and clearing yourself. And you'll notice that with your body, also just how those emotions are feeling. And as you move through this and purge at greater speed, as you will this month, then you're going to be able to transform inside to more personal empowerment and greater resolve and resilience to keep moving forward on your path and creating your life. So this is what this DNA upgrade is gifting us and giving us the opportunity to do. So yellow dock as a plant, it really helps you detox and find illumination in your mind, to find clarity and to move on. So support yourself with the plant spirit ally of yellow dock this month, as well as detox anything in your life that you need to detox. So whether you need to do a physical detox, a mental detox, whether you need to detox and purge things out of your house, clean your car, tie up relationships, tie up things in your life. Anything that you need to do to detox, then you can do that this month with a plant spirit of yellow dock. And it's spring here in North America and Canada, specifically where I am, and it's a good time to cleanse then and release what no longer serves you. Okay. So work with yellow dock and it will accelerate all this downward cleansing on all levels. That's what it does. And I have yellow dock actually in my DNA 9th and 10th essence, if you want to use that as well as my priestess essence and elixir. Okay, that's their 7th chakra archetypes. And Yellow Dock, the affirmation for Yellow Dock that you can use this month is, I let go of pain and doubt and feel strong in who I am. And that, again, is what this DNA upgrade is going to support you to do as you go through March. Now, I have a number of vibrational products to support you this month. They're on my website under the monthly specials. My DNA 9th and 10th strand essence. So that helps you more with that, holding that vibrational template for greater embodiment of non-duality, of oneness. We are one, resolve and resilience, and that higher mind engagement. Okay, so that you can really move into that sense of creating your life and allowing the universe to flow through you, really surrendering and listening and then acting when needed. I also have my water element essence because we are in the water cycle of creation. And this really supports you to restore and renew yourself and to move into truthful and compassionate communication, okay, and nurture your relationships. That is what really matters. And that's what we're also going to find out this month is what does matter to us. Instead of engaging in the chaos outside in the world and being caught up in power struggles, coming into that heart and living through the heart and having compassionate communication with one another, that is what matters. Now, we're going into Mercury retrograde this month, so we will have to really pay attention to our communication and make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's. Okay. But that water cycle creation really helps you as well with this, the compassionate side of communicating and finding acceptance in your life experiences so that you can move on and let go of criticism and blame and really release any constriction on that mental and emotional level. And as we do that and let go of the past, then we can be more present and then really be more engaged in our relationships in a loving way. Okay? Without any of the past coming in to trigger or to impact the relationships that we have going forward. Okay. And that water cycle of creation also helps us to really see any patterns that are still blocking our growth, and help us find that clarity in the next stage of our life and that inner healing. Okay. And that, again, that DNA upgrade is going to help us with that, as well as this water cycle of creation that we're moving through and really understanding our growth from that higher mind perspective. Okay. Versus what we normally do, which is fear-based projections. And then that brings in more peace, it brings in more joy, and it brings in more playfulness. So you might find that creeping in more and more as you go through this month and into April. I also have my compassionate innocent essence and the wise advocate essence. Those are the two archetypes, the new earth archetypes that you're embodying this year. And I also have a lot of love products for you and heart products this month that are on sale. I have my love chakra spray, my love chakra tea, and my rose hydrosol. I wanted to bring in as much love as I could to help us all open our hearts and to move into that sense of hope again. So there's lots there that we can move through this month in ourselves to purify and to release so that we can spiral up to this new level and really live with love and joy and compassion. As always, there's a lot of psychospiritual and physical symptoms that you'll go through this month, but when we purify, there's a lot of detoxing and you'll find that. So really work with your body this month to allow it to detox properly. Drink lots of water as you go through these DNA upgrades. I have in my DNA mini course a lot of suggestions of how you can move through this and support yourself. So take a look at that. But know that as you move through this month, if you embrace your fears and your challenges, you will have more of a sense of that, as well as self-responsibility and surrendering to the process of life and ascension. Okay. And just facing your challenges, anything that's still there in front of you, you can face it without judgment, with more gratitude, more connection to heart-based decisions and actions, feeling stronger in who you are and in your inner essence. So that's what you're looking for this month as those positive symptoms as you move through, as well as more awareness of your healthy emotional boundaries. Okay, more wholeness, greater resolve and resilience as you go through this month. Higher mind awareness, so really seeing things as they are and self-accepting and bridging more of that head to heart and finding more forgiveness for yourself and others and unconditional love. Okay. More joy, as I said, more play, more heart-centered purpose and spirituality, and detaching from the drama. Okay. Anywhere around you. as well as more interdependent relationships. That's what we're looking for as we go through this month. Now, you may find as you go through, as I said, a little more shadowy type symptoms where you're detoxing and you're purifying. The body's still going through a lot to upgrade. You may have more inflammation overall. You may have seen as well in February and even going into March where you might have more immune issues, okay, fever, sore throat, heat, okay, heat and sweating, lymph congestion, all right, and lack of self-responsibility. You might find you swing and have mood swings and more negative self-talk. You might have the ego coming in and wanting to direct you instead of the heart. So really sit and even put your hand in your heart when you're making decisions. You might find that you have an increase in addictions, okay, and more tension, anxiety. So there's more of these symptoms in my written updates. So take a look. But you can see how you'll swing probably back and forth between these because we're not quite up to this next level. But as you go more and more through March, you'll go more into the positive. Okay, work with that. Really be aware of what's happening to you and through you. So cosmic dates that we have that are going to support your DNA upgrade and your ascension this month. We have March 9th, a 399 gateway. So you'll get a little more trickling through that to help you understand where you need to go forward, what decisions you need to make, and that you can sit in that and really sense what's going on around you. So that energy coming through in the 399 will support that. We also have March 13th, a full moon and total lunar eclipse in Virgo. So eclipses generally are destiny changers and they start about a month or so out. And then you'll see for many people, that means shifts are happening in your life. Things are changing. So we're going through a time where there are going to be changes perhaps in your life and you need to just flow with that, okay, and allow the universe to support you. We have a March 20th equinox, and then we have March 29, the new moon and partial solar eclipse in Aries. All of these are going to support you as you go through this purging and detoxifying and final shift up to this next level. And that will continue to unfold through the rest of this year until we go through the next DNA upgrade, which is in September. I talk about all of that in that mini course. Okay. We also have Mercury retrograde, as I said. So we've got that starting March 1st in pre-shadow with going full retrograde by the time we get to the middle of March. So again, it's a little more introspective. You'll be sifting through things still as you're purifying. So know all of that will happen to you as you go through this month. But coming out the other side, there is more of that DNA aspect coding that comes through for you, as I said, which is that resolve, that resilience, that higher mind. Okay, that oneness and wholeness within yourself. You'll feel more like who you really are overall. So those are the highlights for March. Thank you for watching and being your authentic self and being on the ascension path with me. I thank you for your courage and your resilience. Let me know how you're feeling going into March. And I'm sending you lots of love and courage as you journey into the unknown. I will see you in the middle of March for my full moon update.